Do you see the size of this box compared to my head? It just took everything in me to like talk myself out of buying this plant. One, because this is my most expensive plant purchase that I've ever bought, but I don't know, something instantly, like as soon as I saw this plant, I'm sure some of you guys understand, like as soon as I saw this plant, I instantly was like, you are mine. I need you. Doesn't matter anything else. I don't care. I just need you. And that's how I felt with this plant. I just really needed it. Yeah, I just know that this plant is going to make me extremely happy. And I'm just so excited to get in here and show you what the heck I bought, because yeah, after this I am banning myself. No more plant purchases for a while. This is a plant for me, for my personal collection. It's not a plant for the shop or anything. I had to have this plant. So I have purchased from this Etsy shop one other time before, so I'll leave their Etsy link down below. I was really happy with the plants that I got prior from this shop, so yeah, I felt comfortable. I did pay for next day air shipping, so this was literally in New York yesterday. She packaged it up yesterday and it is now all the way in Savannah, Georgia. To me, it is just mind-boggling how fast a package can get to somebody. It was a pretty expensive shipping package because obviously this is a huge box, and yeah, next day air is expensive. She was so sweet though and worked with me as far as, I did ask her if she could ship it in the substrate she had showcasing in the photos. If you could just leave it in whatever substrate it's in. If it's pond, if it's more expensive to ship, I'll pay for it. Just let me know how much it is. I would just prefer like the root system to not get disturbed or anything like that. Just ship it exactly how it is and I'll pay next day air shipping. I just want it like just how it is. She was willing to do that for me, and I felt bad because I don't want to be a pain, and I don't normally message people on Etsy. I just hit buy and it is what it is. I don't send any special requests or anything, but when you buy an expensive plant, it's a little nerve-wracking because one, it's a lot of money to put onto a plant. So, but she's very nice. It made me feel better about buying from her. So yes, let's dig in. So the plant, so it wasn't pond, it was perlite. So the plant is in perlite, but I will be transitioning it over to pond, which will be a pretty easy transition because it's like pretty much semi-hydro. It'll have water roots. It'll be smooth. So I'm going to let it acclimate for a little bit in the perlite setup, and then I'll get it transitioned over to pond. It was a pretty decent sized plant to package, and she was unsure how to manage the root system because in the perlite it had escaped the net pot it was currently in. I didn't know it was in a net pot from the photos because it was like in a ceramic, but there was a lot of escaping roots, so she wasn't sure how to exactly ship that. So I'm not sure if she put it in a different cup with some perlite or she wrapped it somehow, but I am curious how it is. And I did get 10% off as well, my purchase, because I did buy from her already. So she did like grant me the 10% off. She has her tag on the box. Okay, and it's taped on the inside. So that is the plant. This plant has no idea how loved it's about to be right now. This will easily be my favorite plant in my collection, easily. And that's saying a lot coming from like my Monstera Alvo and Aria. That means so much to me. This one might be my new top favorite plant, you guys. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I hope I don't cry like a silly person. Okay. I can feel this is the bottom. It's so muggy outside right now. It's been raining. think I'm gonna cry. I have no words. I have no words. It's so beautiful. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. This is insane. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this leaf. It's so pretty, right? I saw her post this and I saw how like beautiful it was and how mature it was. I'm like, I have to have this. You guys know it's Monstera Mint. It's green on, I think it's the green on mint. So I didn't know there were different kinds of Monstera Mint. I just thought Monstera Mint was Monstera Mint. I knew like there's different varieties like tissue culture and everything. You know, the little ones that I got has been tissue culture, like the little one that I severed all the babies and everything from, but it hasn't grown and I've been really sad and I really wanted a huge Monstera Mint in my collection. I wanted one that was non-TC. So you guys don't know, I've been looking for a non-TC one for a while, and Rare Plant Fairy had, I think, a couple, but they were like right around $1,000, and again, very expensive, but I was considering the purchase just because I knew it was a plant that I really wanted. They just weren't speaking to me. I don't know. And so I kept looking. I was looking on Etsy. I would type in Monstera Mint and just browse. I don't know. I just never came across one. And then I was on Etsy the other day and I was looking at, since I purchased from this person before, I was looking at the plants they had available and I saw her post this. There was two and the other one was already sold. And as soon as I saw it, I immediately was like, I have to have this. I looked at the price and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I have to have this plant. I have to have it. She was a little worried. This leaf here was hardening off. She was a little worried about shipping it, but she packed that so well. That's the newest leaf. Look how pretty. This is my favorite. It's got this leaf here. Look at all those tones. It's got this beautiful leaf here and this beautiful leaf here. Look at that. So like chunk of variegation like that is my favorite. And it's got this beautiful leaf here. 5 beautiful leaves. No, and this little one here. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. And she was so sweet to work with. And she was so sweet and kind to like ship it in perlite, because she said she doesn't normally ship in just perlite. So she was so kind to do that for me. And she wrapped it up in the bottom. I think the net pot is probably still in here. And then she probably added some more perlite in here and wrapped it for me. I mean, she was so sweet to do that. I'm definitely going to, I feel like, I don't know how long she plans on selling. I think she's a fairly new shop, but I'll definitely, if there's like another plant that she's selling that I really want, I'll definitely trust in buying from her after this experience, because it's just so pretty. It's like just what I wanted. It's perfect. You guys know how much I wanted Monstera Mint. And I have my little tissue culture, but it's not the same. I think I do want the all mint version, like the very mint plant eventually. She's worth every penny that I spent on her, every single penny. Hem. She called it a hem, so I guess it has to be a he, right? Are you a he or a she? Look how beautiful. I think I'm in shock right now. I really am. I think I'm in shock. I don't think it's hit me yet. I don't know which plant is getting kicked down from the window, but somebody's getting kicked down, kicked out of my plant room because this is going to go right in center. You guys know I have all those monsteras there. I just wanted to peek at what she did with the root ball here. Whoa. I literally have no words to describe this beauty. Okay, so that's how she had it. Look at those roots. That is insane. So she wasn't sure how to ship this, so she put a little perlite down here, sat it in there so that they didn't dry out, and then she covered it with saran wrap. It's so beautiful. I have no words. I literally have no words. I don't know. I don't think I could have let this baby go if I was her. Like, how could you not keep this? Unless she has like her own in her personal collection. Wow. I have no words. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna be staring at her 24/7. See, I'm already calling it a her. I guess it has to be a her. Wow, look at that stem. Look at that minty color. Oh, it's so pretty. I have no idea where she got this plant. This is what I envisioned when I wanted Monstera Mint, not a tiny little tissue culture. It's crazy to think that that tiny little tissue culture cost $300. It was like so tiny. And I'm like thinking at that time, I'm like, oh, I can grow it out. You know, it's a Monstera Mint. You know, I always get plants small and I grow them out. I never like treat myself to, I wouldn't say never, I rarely treat myself to like a bigger established plant, especially one that I really want. So to get this plant, I want to cry. I literally want to cry. It doesn't feel real. How is this a real plant? How is this real, you guys? Okay, my camera is getting angry at me because it's overheating. So yes, that is the beautiful, gorgeous Monstera Mint. Yeah, stay tuned for my journey with this plant. I'm gonna put this in probably a cache pot with a little bit of my nutrient water. Yeah, I'll get it transitioned over to pond probably in like 2-3 weeks once it kind of settles into my space. Yeah, I'm excited to see what she's gonna look like. She's already so big and beautiful. I just love her so much. So yes, thank you again, and I'll talk to you soon.